Say good morning. Good morning. It's 4 AM in the morning and we've just woken up. Honestly, I didn't sleep that well last night. I probably got about 2 hours sleep, if that, which means that, I don't know, maybe 2 hours in it's going to be really, really painful for me. But hopefully that means I'll just pass out tonight rather than not sleeping. I'm ready. Patricia is still wandering around in her pyjamas and just generally not being ready, as you can see. Today we are starting our walk and we've got about 25 kilometres through the Pyrenees. Wish us luck.
We started our day with some much needed stretching and a super early breakfast before we headed out.
Morning eating time.
The whole day took us about 8 hours to walk. This isn't much of a surprise as it's notoriously the hardest day along the way, taking you through the Pyrenees across the border from France to Spain.
Should we see if they've got a toilet? Or I just think we might not find something for a long time.
One of my favourite things looking back over the journey is the amount of pilgrims that we passed on the first day and ended up being close friends with by the end of the trip. Once we reached Roncesvalles, I had just about enough energy to catch this shot of the albergue we stayed in before I passed out in bed.
Camera.
Day 2 was a big day for socialising.
A camera? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's filming you right now. Oh my god!
It's very much like a German, French kind of thing.
Really?
How many English people have you met? How many English people have you met?
True, I think you're the person I lost.
I'm the only English person I've come across, and there's 2 Irish girls, and that's it.
We are 4 Hungarians. Both gonna make Hungarian.
Yeah. Come on. Act for me, Patricia. Act. Act like it'll save your life. Yeah, you're not going to be an actress, you shit at it. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
We also met this cute puppy along the way. So, it is the end of day 2, and today maybe was harder than yesterday. It was definitely hotter because when you're in the mountains on the first day, there's so much wind that it's like you don't even notice that you're in the south of France. But by today, we were like walking from I think maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock, and it got hot really, really fast. And although a lot of the way we were in kind of a foresty area, it didn't last all that long, and by the time we were out of the foresty area it was the hottest point of the day, so we had the sun beating down on our heads and it got a lot harder. We were still going uphill a little bit today, but nowhere near as much as yesterday. Tomorrow it's completely flat until we get to Pamplona, which I cannot wait for. A lot of the places that we've stopped in so far have just been small Spanish towns or small French towns. You can tell that they're just these lovely small communities where everybody knows everybody else. In fact, there's only one restaurant in this town, which kind of goes to show how small it is. Today we walked one town further than both our guidebooks, because they're the English ones, told us to head to this town, but a lot of the guidebooks for other people from other parts of the world tell them to stop maybe, I think, 5 kilometres earlier. It was a town pretty similar in size. It was a lovely little town, but we just figured it only took us, I think, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours longer. By that point, it kind of didn't really make much of a difference. We've been walking all day anyway, we may as well walk 2 more hours. I did not check in yesterday because after the first day we arrived at our destination, we ate food, and then we slept from 5 at night till 5 in the morning. Because the first day is very, very shattering. What a lot of people don't even tell you is how hard it is, and I kind of understand why, because as soon as you get to your destination, you just feel relieved and you forget how hard you've worked all day. You just feel happy to have a bed and a shower, be it cold or warm. But yeah, generally it's been really fantastic. You see a lot of the same people whilst you're walking, and you start getting to know faces. It's like walking around your hometown. When you know faces, you don't necessarily know names, but you can say hello. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Let's take a look at the map and see where we are so far. On day 1, we walked 24.9 kilometres to Roncesvalles, where we stopped for some much needed rest. Day 2 took us all the way to La Rosoña, a further 27.3 kilometres, which totals us at 52.2 kilometres walked so far. Next week on El Camino Diaries,
Go find your mate.
we find some of the first pilgrims. We say goodbye to some new friends. And we find a pool.